with the Isle of Man Vicar, walking by the sea.
Hello, fairies.
Sharing tales and laughter. Come along with me. Morning dew is shining. Seagulls call and flee. Vicar's
So I'm hoping you can hear this. I'm using the built-in mics on the Osmo Nano now. I've just got it on the cap mount, so it's like a baseball cap mount. So I've got a little screen in front of me so I can see what's going on. And the idea is to kind of set it up so I've got a bit of a point of view, POV. I'm in at MexiMann. So MexiMann is a place I've been dying to try for a while, and they do some cool breakfast. So I'm going to give that a go. Grab a coffee, grab something to eat, and try out the camera. Hopefully they won't be too offended by me doing some recording, but let's see how this goes. Hello, mate.
You filming me?
Is that all right? You could. I'm a local vicar. I do walks and hikes, and I try and like advertise local businesses and stuff like that. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
It's a first.
Huh?
It's a first.
Is it really? I've been dying to get here for a while. Can I have one of the muffins? Can I have a sausage and egg, please, and a couple of hash with a cup of tea and a couple of hash browns, please. Smash it.
Cheese on your muffin?
Yes, please. Yeah. Cheers.
Cup of tea, sir?
Yeah, please.
Some sugar?
No, thanks. No.
How's the day going?
All right. Yeah. It's been a busy week, so it's just nice to get out. And I'm got a couple of meetings with people in Douglas. I'm over in Castletown.
Oh, okay. Like Castletown.
Yeah, it's nice. It really is nice.
No sugar, yeah?
No sugar, thanks. Yeah, I just do hiking and camping and walking and stuff and record it. And I've just got a new camera I'm just trying out. So thanks. So always happy not to put it up if you don't want me to, but it's never negative. It's just like I'm not an influencer.
I see myself on YouTube.
That'll be YouTube.
How's your breakfast all good, my man? Yeah.
I chuck it out on. I do a long video on YouTube, and then I turn it into clips that I put on TikTok and Facebook and pretty much everywhere. So
I'm
yeah.
active on Facebook, but I don't really understand the rest of it.
Yeah.
Sausage and egg, yeah?
This place.
First time in?
Yeah. So it's one of those things. Living in Castletown, I'm often going past to Douglas, and we sort of I've got like 4 kids, and they all like trying different stuff. And we kept saying about doing it, and it came up again the other day. And then I saw your post about doing the breakfast again.
No, nothing.
And I guess with Mackie D's closed at the moment, but
It made me famous in COVID when they shut. Well, famous, island famous.
so I thought I'm popping down here today. So I'm going for a bit of a walk along Marine Drive and meeting someone.
I tell people on their first time here, if I ever make anything you're not happy with, tell me and I'll remake or refund it, okay?
That's fine. It's cool.
Translation. Said yes to you.
Yeah, please.
Card or cash, bud?
Card, if that's all right.
Yeah, sure. So, £7, mate, please.
Lovely. Smash it. Did I see something about your sign? Did it go? Did it go astray, or did it blow off in the wind? All right.
Trying to get it fixed, and then I've got a new one ordered a while back with a local company. That didn't happen. So
Yeah.
tried to fix it.
I know the feeling.
So now I'm talking to a place in Grantham. So I'm from Lincolnshire. I'm going to head back and see my family in the end of this month.
Get
So
it out there.
get it made, and then I can get it brought back.
We had the same thing. We had we had a cross blow down. It's great. And a couple of don't. That's what I said. Don't. We had that was earlier in the year. That I don't can't remember if it was Dara or whatever, but we noticed that our skylight in the hallway, because it's like an old converted schoolhouse. It's not actually originally a church, and the skylight we had water coming through, and it was smashed. We're like, oh, I don't know how that happened. Must have been a rock or something's. A tile's come off the roof. Couldn't find anything. Went outside. Like even about a week later, we went outside and went, oh, and it's because it was only made of plywood wood but painted gold. The cross had been blown off the side of the church and smashed through the skylight. So we're like, do we take this as a sign of something? I don't know. But there was just a bit of ketchup would be great. Yeah, a bit of ketchup would be great. Yeah, but we also lost a sign on the side wall because it's St Mary's on the Harbour in Castletown, and it's a sign on the side of the wall. And I need to get a couple of other signs done. But same thing I think sounds like you've had is that the first company we went to, local, trying to paying local people, said they'd come out have a look at it, never get back to it. And I know what it's like. And everyone says trader law and it's how it works over here, but when you've been waiting like 3 months for someone to just go have a look, price you up for something you want to pay them for, you just gotta go. I just can't be bothered. I'm not one to chase. I'll go to someone else. Because we're by the harbour, everything rusts and rots, so I've got to like be pretty strong. I think it's like it's aluminium, stainless steel, something like that. So they've just got to make sure they've got the materials to print it on.
Well, I really like the one I had, but I mean that was 400 quid for quite a small neon effect LED sign.
Yeah, it's good.
And it was supposed to be weatherproof. It lasted like 4.5 months. I mean, look how it was made. It's shite. So I think we're going to get like an aluminium box so it can at least be a bit more weatherproof.
Right.
But luckily people know who I am, what I do anyway, so it's not essential, but
Yeah, do you do all right here? Yeah.
I've been going in 7 years.
Yeah.
So, I've got a fairly good crew of regulars. They'll be laughing if they see this. But,
Really? Right.
I get 3 or 4 like a day coming in. Oh, I've been meaning to come for ages. I'm like, I've had the same opening hours for ages.
Yeah, no, we know it's here. It's just you go. We don't eat out a lot, so we just like we don't even touch McDonald's or anywhere like the fast foody places that they all like. Yeah, it's kind of go. You've got to stop off. So I knew I was coming past, and I was like, I saw the breakfast.
See you later, boys.
Hash browns is it? I'm keen on my hash browns, so I thought I'd pop in, see you.
Yeah, no, it's nice meeting you, Al.
All right, I'll see you later. Cheers.
Have a good day, fella.
Right, nice little chat. You can understand people being a little bit nervous about a camera because it could be like, what's this, some kind of expose or something, or a reporter about something. No. So £7, really good, really good. So I'm going to try and make sure. I might have to tip me out a bit so you can see what I've got. Tip my camera. No, we'll just lean my head down a minute. Here we go. Proper. It's a big muffin. I don't know if you've noticed at McDonald's, but everything's got smaller and smaller. It's like the muffins you get a time. Let's give you a proper idea of this. It's a sausage and egg. It's massive. Proper sausage and egg McMuffin. Well, not McMuffin, a sausage and egg muffin with a bit of ketchup. That's the other thing. McDonald's don't put ketchup in there, and you need a bit of sauce in there. A couple of big hash browns and a cup of tea. £7. Really good. So let's have a taste. Oh. That is another level. Straight away. I don't do food reviews, you know that. But straight away, that you can taste that sausage patty is a proper tasty sausage patty. Really good. Very nice. So yeah, this is I'm not, you know, sound like one of those food reviewers. I'm not a food reviewer. This is MexiMann, which is look it up, Google it. It's on Facebook as well. MexiMann. I usually take the roundabout by Cool Road, coming into Douglas, and you turn right down there, going towards the Douglas, the harbour side of Douglas, and I saw him here, and I was like, oh, I've been passing by for 2 years. Got to stop. And immediately it's like, so worth it. Oh, superb. Oh my God, I'm a little bit nervous about the camera. As you're absolutely right. I should have said something before as soon as I went over there, but I didn't. It's my fault. But I explained obviously a bit. But he's like, he's been there for 7 years. The food clearly is excellent, and I've just been dying to pop in here for ages. But yeah, I should have asked first. But he's had a little chat, and really hot, really tasty hash browns. £7. It's ridiculous. So, I finished my lovely cup of tea. An amazing sausage egg muffin, my couple of hash browns. And we're back in a moment, obviously. Hopefully the intro will probably be me driving in the car, a few clips of that. And the theme of this you will see as we go through the video. I'm heading off into town to pick a couple of bits up, and I'm going to meet someone later at about 12:30. It's 10:30 now, so I've got a couple of hours. So I thought I'd pop into town, do the bit I need to do, head over to Marine Drive, do a quick walk along there, and see how far I can drive down there, stop off, and then we'll do a little kind of walk, wander, chat. Got a couple of things to talk about, but so DJI Osmo Nano, cap mount, suction cup car mount it comes with, cap mount it comes with. We'll see what the footage is like. At the moment on the screen it's looking a bit like some shaded from the cap, probably doesn't help, but we'll see. I can talk about settings and stuff like that, but we're gonna give this a go. The battery on it seems to go down quite quick. I think, I don't know, maybe it's at 59%. I don't know how long it records for when it's off the mount. We shall see. Sometimes batteries are better after a little while, a couple of charges, things like that. We'll see. I'm using built-in mics at the moment, so rather than put I've got a mic that I can connect to it for when I do a bit of walking later. But as I say, it's only going to be a short walk. I've got meetings and stuff to do. We'll have a proper chat later, but let me finish off this sausage and egg muffin before it gets cold. Catch you in a bit.
With the Isle of Man Vicar, walking by the sea, sharing tales and laughter, come along with me. Morning dew is shining, seagulls call and flee. Vicar's cap a-waving, stories wild and free. Hills of mist behind us, salt upon the breeze. With the Isle of Man Vicar, walking by the sea, sharing tales noise and laughter. Come along with me. Hey la la la, hey la 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 la.
Well, hi again. My name is the Reverend Simon Archer, and I am the priest in charge of the parish of Arbury in Castletown, but I'm also known as the Isle of Man Vicar. I'm kind of doing a second introduction because I was next to a calf when I started out. I don't know how I'm going to order things timeline-wise, but probably I'm going to put that little bit in first and then do the proper introduction here. But I went to MexiMann, which it was superb. Easy to find. Google it, you'll find it. It's been there 7 years. But you can actually see from the drive how I got there, I guess, because I've done some recording in the car. It's because I got a new camera. So let's see how this will look if we start flicking between cameras. So let's do a little clap to sync things up. So we do a clap. So I can hopefully from that be able to sync up the audio and the video so I can flick between the two. So basically, what you'll be seeing in between them is I'm recording using my usual DJI Osmo Pocket 3. This part that you're seeing me, and then if I flick it over, you'll see me looking from the head-mounted camera, which you might have noticed on my cap. It's actually quite light, doesn't really notice it there. And I'm recording on the Osmo Pocket 3 with the microphone that I've got attached to my mic 2, which I've got attached to my jacket. But I'm recording the audio through the camera. It's a bit of I'm not sure if I've got this right at the moment, but when I've tried to connect a second microphone, which I do have, to the camera, it won't seem to let me do that whilst I'll flick between. I'll be flicking between shots so you can see what I'm looking at. But basically, this little thing here I can have separately, and I can be seeing what footage I'm catching. As soon as I switch the microphone on to connect, it switches the video feed off. And I'm not sure, I'm guessing it's recording, but maybe this doesn't have the ability to connect to both the camera and the microphone at the same time, which I think is kind of ridiculous, actually. Like, why wouldn't you want your best possible audio recording with your camera and be able to see, like, use the vision dock, be able to actually see what you're recording? I mean, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but there we go. I guess I can chuck this in my pocket, and if it's recording audio, it's recording audio. We'll see. And the microphone seems to be pretty good on this from what I've seen from other videos and things. So we'll see how that pans out. I'm going to chuck this in my pocket because I don't need it. So we'll flick between the two. I'm going to take my Osmo. Actually, I'm not going to use my Osmo Pocket 3. I'm going to use the POV now, cat-mounted action camera, waterproofy doodah thingy. So hopefully that will do the job. But I'm, a bit disappointed with that. I don't know. We'll see. Also interested to see how long the battery lasts, because to be honest with you, even after I used it to do like a sort of 10-minute drive, it seemed like the battery had gone out quite a bit. So I'm a bit concerned about the battery life on this, but I want it to be able to do like a decent long walk. Seems reasonable, doesn't it? But again, we'll see how we go. But it's attached to the peak of my cap. I do have a headband. Why am I going on about this? We'll talk about this as we go. So I'll tell you where I am. So I am on Marine Drive, and I'll probably flick between me looking off into the distance, and maybe you'll see in the distance the entrance to Marine Drive, which is beautiful. And I'll do a little turn around, and you'll be able to see out to sea from the cap-mounted cam, the DJI Osmo Nano, and then we'll see how we go with the rest of it. So this is where I'm parked right up near the dead end, if you like. So as an end here, I've parked away from the cliff because there is stones and stuff falling. Okay, it doesn't happen too often, but it does happen. But I don't need a whole cliff to fall on my car. Even if a pebble fell off, it would probably dent it and put a hole in the windscreen and stuff like that. So, anyway. So we're going to pause for now, and then we'll get walking and talking and see how we do with this new camera. So let's catch you in just a moment. So, we are only having a quick walk. God, I've been doing too many quick walks, haven't I? I put this in my pocket so I don't stare at it, because if I stare at the little vision dock that I've got with this Nano, then what you're going to see a video of is the vision dock. Hopefully what you will see, if I put that away, is a load of rubbish thrown over the side. It's very sad, this. A lot of people are coming up here and dumping rubbish. You see double glazed units like that. I think you know exactly the sort of people who are doing that. People have done some refurbishment and new kitchens and things like that. Old tyres are there. What an absolute shame, eh? And these people who do it will not be embarrassed by it being pointed out to them, because they don't care. Very sad, but let's be realistic about it. Oh, let's not start on a downer, eh, Simon? You got your new fancy camera that you're trying out. Yeah, so we're going to have a little walk along this marine drive, which is kind of closed partly now. You can walk it, you can't drive it anymore. A bit of a shame, really. But I think there's been landslips and that sort of thing that have kind of caused it to become so expensive to maintain. Maybe I'll probably get all of this wrong, and someone will go, "Nope, that's not why it was closed. It was because of this, and the other." That's fine. But we got kind of some of the cliffs on one side. Obviously, sheep in the fields over there. To my left, I've got open sea. Where would this be? I guess this will be heading towards, we're sort of Douglas way, so Marine Drive. Probably, if I look that way, we're probably looking towards the UK, maybe. It's always quite impressive up here because it's quite an expansive sea and some amazing cliffs. So I say cliffs on my right, coming down to the road, which is kind of, this is all, I say, closed, but you can walk along it. There is a footpath on the side as well. A lot of the fencing's down, but you've got these beautiful cliffs going off into the distance. And if I look out, I can actually see Langness, which I walk quite often. Might be due a walk over there again, actually. I don't film every walk I go on. I'm not sure how relaxing for myself it is to constantly be chatting and talking away whilst I'm walking, but you can see some little bits where there's been some rock slides. I imagine it'd be a pain to keep open, and concerns for people's vehicles and stuff like that. But it's probably a bit of a special walk or drive. I wonder if they could do anything to preserve it, reopen it. I don't know. I'll probably come to a really good reason why it's not possible shortly. I don't know. So on my left, they've got these sort of concrete posts with just wire running along them. That cliff over there on the right does seem to be sort of bricked up. I don't know if that was some kind of entrance or tunnel of some description, whether that's just been done to kind of fix that from slipping. Interesting. It really is like stunning, and you look down to really clear sort of, it's that aquamarine, obviously marine, but sort of bluish water. Just doing a little check on my cap camera, make sure it is properly in its holder. It does feel very kind of secure, this cap clip that I have. I have to chuck on my screen now because I've moved it, so you might be not even getting a, yeah, it looks alright. So with this camera, hopefully you get a better, if you're watching the videos on YouTube, you'll be getting like a view. Let's turn that down. A better view of what I'm looking at, and I'm not having to constantly trying to swerve the camera around, and maybe I'm looking at something that I'm not pointing the camera at. If I'm looking at it with a cap on, you're looking at it too. Really is quite impressive along here. Been asked, a couple of people have been asking for me to do a little walk along Marine Drive. I do have to, I've actually got a meeting in 45 minutes. There we go. We can have a 15-minute walk and a 15-minute back. And it's still a nice half-hour walk, isn't it? Plus I've done some recording, as I say, earlier this morning. Had a little drive to MexiMann, and I will rave about that because that was one of the nicest breakfasts I've had in a long while. Better than going to the old Golden Arches. All right, don't go there even when it reopens for your breakfast. Definitely go along to MexiMann, and I will be popping in to have burritos or something there because it's mainly Mexican food. But in the morning he does these muffins, and the hash browns were hot and delicious, and the sausage and egg muffin was amazing. Starting to lose some of the colours out of the gorse will always be around, but the ferns are starting to die back now, go brown. I did look over to smile at that gentleman, but he was keeping his eyes very much face forward. But good on him. Look at him moving along there with his stick in hand. He was proper shifting, obviously keeping himself fit. Excellent to see. Yeah, so the ferns are starting to brown off, and we're starting to lose some of the colours. But we get to this time of year, and today you can see like the clouds are quite grey, but we'll get bright days as well. I don't mind this. I'm tempted to go camping tonight, to be honest, because it's not supposed to rain particularly or anything like that. It's not particularly going to be particularly windy, and it's not going to be particularly cold. It's the clear days that it gets really cold at night. So maybe I'll grab the tent and head off tonight. But I was thinking about Sunday night, but then I've got a talk at Mothers Union the next day. Beautiful cliffs again with the gorse clinging to the sides, and if we walk over there we'll be able to see some other plant life clinging onto deer life to the side of the cliff. Excellent. So this is a part of, I've just come to a part of this road along Marine Drive where clearly this is the reasons why it's been, sort of, at least one part where there's a reason why it's been closed off. There's some, looks like temporary railings have become a bit more permanent. On this bend here they've taken away, they've put some protection up because a lot of the road and that has clearly slipped into the sea and the rocks beneath, so a big chunk of the road's missing. So I mean, there's still a good single lane of road you could use. You just need a passing point. I think you could open this up. This is where I go around the corner and find it's all gone. But no, you could easily have this as a one lane section with passing points, put a couple of little traffic lights up. Bosh! People can use Marine Drive again. Sure, that would be popular. Please keep away from the barriers, he said. I didn't see that sign the other end. Must have been, yeah, there was a sign over there. So, yeah, I hears me leaning on them. Okay, apologies for that. This is nice along here, though. Hello. Hello. Yeah, it's clearly a very popular little walk. I think I've passed more people walking along here than I have just about any footpath. Maybe Langness has been quite reasonably busy at time with dog walkers and walkers, but this is definitely busier than most I've seen. I do have my tea making kit with me, but I'm going for a bit of coffee and a lunch with someone shortly, so that would be a bit crazy to mess around with that. And I've just literally finished a cup of tea. I'd be making a cuppa for the sake of making a cuppa and not really wanting to drink it. I'd rather do a little bit extra walking than stopping and making a cuppa. and see how far along we can get in sort of the next 10-15 minutes. He says, got to get parked and get to my meeting spot as well. Hello. I hope you're picking everything up on the audio. This could be a very silent walk. If the audio doesn't work, because I'm not using the mic, as I say, it just disconnected from the screen when it doesn't seem to. I don't know. I'm sure it was recording still, but yeah, it disconnected from the screen when I tried to connect the mic. Oh, let's not go on about that either. Oh, doom and gloom. I was going to have a little bit of a serious chat as well, so this may not be the day for it. About something that's on my heart that I want to talk about and mention at least. That's what I love about the Isle of Man. You've got miles and miles of golden beaches up towards the on the west coast, up Len Way. You've got the kind of rocky, pebbly beaches, and then you've got these dramatic cliffs as well. It's just such a variety. I don't think you could ever get bored of it. If you get bored of it, then there's not a lot I can do about it. It's really something wrong there if you find somewhere as beautiful as this boring. Oh, always my watch buzzing whenever I'm on the coast. Sure, welcome me to the United Kingdom. Keep connected. Data is going to cost me apparently. I haven't left the Isle of Man. It's amazing that you can pick up UK mobile phone signal stronger than you can pick up Isle of Man phone signal. Doesn't seem quite right. But it's nice along here, you know. It's got this wide road because it was a road that people could access before and could drive along this coastal road, Marine Drive. I'm sure it was incredibly popular till that sort of big landslip back there. I imagine if lots of cars come along there, the problem you'd have is that the movement of the cars could shift a whole load more, and then you wouldn't even be able to walk along here, which would be a shame. But yeah, we've got a little outcroppy thing here, but I don't think I'm going to step down there. That doesn't look particularly safe. I've got my hands free though, and some people are walking along there and I don't want to disturb them. Let's walk to the end here. We can always walk back. Someone else walking their dog. Sky's quite grey today, with this kind of fixed flat cloud that's not even particularly interesting, but it's there, and the light's a bit dimmer. There's moments of colour you can see in here, so I don't even know if you can see that, but we've got a little furry caterpillar in the middle of the road, which I'm not going to touch because I'm trying to save it and end up with rashes all over my skin. The heather's still got some colour in the heather over here, some of the purples, but you can see it's just fading out. And the yellow of the gorse as always. Oh, do give me some feedback on this camera stuff as well. So as I walk along here, and you're watching it, and you know, let's not occasionally ask for feedback and say, I didn't like it, do this instead. And I just kind of like what you think of it, you know, your point of view would be good. So how long have I got? Got a little bit of time. I'm trying to make my videos a little bit shorter in some ways, because the sort of less than an hour has been definitely more popular, but I do like, dark sky discovery site. Not surprised. It looks like this is the other end of the. Must have to try and drive up here. See if you can. It looks like this car's going along there. So see how far you can drive this side. Find the kind of the way here from the other end. That'll be fun. Little Ness Car Park, Marine Drive. It's a car park. Blimey. So we are at the other end of the part which you can't drive along, which is, and I'm just walking down to the alleged car park, which I don't think I'd want to take my Beamer down, but if I can get the CRV fixed finally, then that would be fine. Port Soderick. I can see the building for the Heroes on the Water over there. This is in the south. This is the busier part of the island. But I'll be heading into Douglas shortly. I'm meeting someone for some lunch. Interesting meeting in that. Just always look at the benches. Stephen Slim Allens, who's known as Slim. 27th of February 1978 to the 7th of May 2011. Beloved son, brother and friend. Bless. So yeah, meeting someone for lunch. The funny thing about it is I don't even know what we're meeting about. He's a warden from another church, and has clearly got some background or interest in computing and gaming and esports. So that kind of links in with some of the stuff I get up to and have been up to in the past. And comic books. So I'm quite interested. I'm not a comic book fan myself, but my son is massively into comics. Hello. So that one's full of energy. Could hear the approach and the panting. But yeah, lovely views. Yeah, so I'm meeting this guy and we'll have a coffee and a bit of lunch and see where that leads us. Oh yeah, hello.
Incredibly peaceful today, isn't it?
Isn't it? It's wonderful, wonderful. It's that kind of year as well, isn't it? It's just, it's not too hot, not too cold. It stays like this, we'll be happy.
Well, it's going to be 3 days of this, I think.
I think so. I'm thinking about getting the tent out again. So I'm feeling brave. Take care. See, people are so friendly. If I just stand here for just a moment, I'm going to be quiet for just a few seconds just so you can hear what I hear, which is kind of a motorbike in the distance, I think, and a few tweets of birds, a couple of seagulls. Can't even hear the sea. Yeah, beautiful. So this is what I get off my little screen. There you go. So it's interesting. I mean, I suppose I could start learning to move my head smoothly around, but I'm really interested to see what sort of video footage we get from it. What sort of style, what sort of quality. The usual thing, looking at my phone. Be careful what I look at. Could be recording, but yeah, peaceful. Right. We're going to do a bit of a selfie bit on the way back, and we can compare it. Perhaps I'll do the walk back with my other camera, and then we can compare footage, can't we? That would be good. So I'm going to use my Osmo Pocket 3 for the way back. So catch you in just a second. So, well, we'll see, won't we? We'll see how this video works. So I'm now using the Osmo Pocket 3, which I love. It's a great camera, fantastic camera. About twice as expensive as the one I've got. I had clipped to the peak of my cap, which I've now taken off and put in my bag, transferring, dumping the files onto an SD card in my bag as we speak. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, so it's kind of the last part of the jigsaw really for what I wanted to do with sort of videography and my style of filmmaking. I've got a drone, just a Neo, DJI Neo. It's all DJI stuff because it just, you know, you're kind of working together with the same kind of software, and it just made more sense to me anyway. So, oh, there's more of those caterpillars. Yeah, DJI Neo drone, DJI Osmo Pocket 3, and the DJI Mic 2s. I've got 2 of those. And I have now the DJI Osmo Nano, which is like a very small camera that I can clip to my hat, clip in the car as I've done today. A lot of the footage I've been taking today has been on that. And it should be something I could take out with me when I go for walks in the rain, in the storms. I'll probably use the headband then rather than the cap. I've had my cap nearly blown off in a few storms, so that's probably not the best idea. But yeah, it's that kind of last piece because I was struggling using my phone. My phone's great for taking photos because I've got a 16 Pro Max. So the iPhone is the kind of another element to that, and is also really handy because I can carry it around with me all the time, and it fits with this selfie stick that I use. So I can chuck my phone on that as well to do quick videos, and I usually keep the stick in the car. So it's kind of all there. And I've got a little thing that I'm going to check out around the connecting the mic and the Vision, whatever it's called, Vision Hub or Vision, whatever it is. To the Nano and the mic, then switching the mic on and the video stops going to the Vision Hub thing. It doesn't seem like it should be like that, but I imagine it's probably to do with the receiver. It's like hasn't got 2 receivers, only 1 receiver in there or something, which I think would have been a huge mistake. But there we go. Something I could work around anyway, but I think I can still record. I just won't be able to see what I'm recording unless it's connected to the Vision dock. That's it, the Vision dock. Technical stuff. I'm a geek. Get over it. Right. What did I on this way back? What do I want to talk to you about seriously? We've got a bit of time. I've got to get parked nearer into town, but that should be fine. I want to talk to you about loneliness and being lonely. And I've noticed it's become quite a big thing nationally on this island, in the UK, and it can happen for all sorts of reasons, where people become lonely, and I think it's worse for guys, and I'll explain why that is. So that's not to say women don't get lonely, any elderly people don't get lonely, it's all sorts of people that get, but it's a real big problem for men because I'll be honest, we've moved half a dozen times, particularly around my jobs and my role, the church, and my wife is always, like, weekend, she's going out for lunch with someone or meeting someone for coffee, and she's already got that sort of friend group around her, and she keeps in touch with people for their family and things like that. And she's got her friends at distance as well, some people further away who she keeps in touch with. So she can get on the phone, they often call her, they arrange to talk, she arranges to meet people for lunch, she goes out for coffee, and she's got these colleagues that she works with as well. And there's lots of female-centric groups which don't require you to be either kind of sporty or drinking. So I can name a dozen clubs, but Mothers Union, WI, they've got knitter, natter groups. There tends to be lots of other kind of book club type things or anything like that. There's so much stuff out there. Blokes don't tend to have the same sort of clubs. A lot of them seem to revolve around sport or going to the pub. I'm not anti-drinking. I just don't drink a lot. The idea of going weekly to the pub doesn't actually appeal. More of a health thing, and I'm bad enough as it is without adding alcohol into it or beer or whatever. So I love beer. I love a real ale. I love a whiskey, but I don't have to avoid it. I just don't really fancy it, if you like. And I don't do sport. A lot of my problems with sport, apart from being rubbish at it, probably got dyspraxia like my two boys. I'm also got problems with my knee, problems with my back, big problems with my back. And I do my hiking and my walking. It's kind of enough for me. And so what I hear is a lot of guys talking about, well, what can I do? And people will mention clubs, but kind of quite specific niche type clubs, mixed clubs, whatever it might be. It's fine, but it's really hard to kind of, as a guy, to get out there and try something. Now, I want you to, because this is me, I'm talking me here. I'm not talking about just guys, I'm talking me. So I'm being very honest here. I'm very lonely. Have been for a long time. I'm married, I've got children, we have great times together, but it's still within the house, it's not outside. And I don't have any, and some people might be upset by this because they might see this and go, well, I thought I was your friend. When's the last time we've been out for a cup of coffee? When's the last time you've been out for a drink? When's the last time we went out for a meal? When's the last time and I've got some people that have really tried with across Alan Hansen, who takes me to football matches and all sorts. And there's Ron here, John, who are lovely people. But there's an added element. So, you know, this collar, it means I can't be just someone's mate. I'm their priest as well quite often. And that changes things. Because you have to have boundaries and you have to have layers. Because the guy, you might be having a pint with and having a laugh with and chatting and talking, and the next day you might be pastoring to them, or, you know, as with people I've spoken about, burying a member of their family. Maybe you've already done that, and that changes the relationship. You can get on great with them, it's never quite the same. And so many people end up talking about church all the time. So I love the people at church. They're a great bunch of people. I get on really well with loads of them, but they can't be close friends. They really can't. It really can. It's a professional aspect to it. So this is me saying, I'm lonely. I don't have lots of friends, and I'm not a horrible person. It's not because I can be a bit flaky at times, because I end up weeks without speaking to people, because I was one of my best friends, so John Asbury, you know, he was a fantastic guy, but work, life, everything, you just don't get a chance to see anybody. And I've always done jobs where I've been working 5-6 days a week, and often getting out, leaving early, getting home late, and being absolutely shattered when I get in. Often working weekends, stuff like that. So, as I do now. So now, I work 6 days a week. The last couple of weeks, I don't think I've got a day off for about 3 weeks, not a full day off. You'll go, but you're walking now. Yeah, I'm taking a couple of hours out in busy times, just not even a couple of hours, to do a little walk, to get some fresh air. In a week where probably could have done with a friend, actually. All sorts of things have been happening. I can't really even talk about it, but in my family, in my house, not in my house necessarily, but among my family and relatives and things, and quite serious stuff, and not felt really like there's anybody outside of my own household to talk to about it. And I'm not, this is for me to sort out. But I wanted to be honest about it, because I thought maybe there's some other guys out there going, I know I've spoken to 2 people this week where it's come up, and I've gone, you can't do it when you're chatting to somebody that you're ministering to them, and they go, well, I'm feeling this. You go, it's exactly how I feel. It's really hard to do that, because you're very much trained not to kind of project your own stuff onto people. Just hearing the camera turning off in my backpack. That's good. So you've got to be really careful about boundaries and how you manage relationships. So I'll tell you what I have done this week is I've joined a ham radio club. And you might go, but Simon, if you're on a radio, you're not actually with anybody. And actually they meet weekly. And at the moment it's every week in a clubhouse, and every now and again they go to a pub every now and again, which is perfect for me. And I think they're going to alternate weeks between clubhouse and pub, but the pub they're going to I'd need to drive to anyway, so I won't drink. I won't even have one and drive. I just don't. It's just not me. So I've joined a club, my first week this week, and it's the Isle of Man Amateur Radio Society in Ballasalla. And I'm going to spend some time learning about something else to learn, another hobby, ham radio, amateur radio. But it's been interesting. It appeals to my geeky side, but it stops me sitting in front of a computer playing video games. I don't think I've switched my gaming computer on to play a video game perhaps once or twice in the last 6 months. So I'm not on video games all the time. People might assume that way. I think I heard that when I started here, where someone said, I just hope you're not going to be playing video games every day. What, instead of working? Oh, I'm sorry. No, I won't, don't worry. Just don't have time or much of the inclination. I love making my videos and my camping and my hiking and my walking. But I'll be honest with you, that is somewhere where I like solitude, not loneliness, solitude. I quite like walking, just getting out on my own. So yeah, love to hear from other people. Love to hear from not just men, but women as well, older, younger, whoever. I do think, people have spoken about it. We're working on something at the moment called The Upper Room, which is a wellness cafe where people will be able to pop in just for their well-being, not just mental health, but well-being, you know, to recharge, be around other people. I think that's going to be a really powerful ministry that we're going to have. The Upper Room is going to be in St Mary's in the Harbour, and we should be starting that soon. But that's okay for other people. It's not going to be any good for me. Because if I'm there, I'm working. Whatever I'm doing, even if I'm relaxing, I'm working. Because that's the thing when you're the priest and everyone knows you're the vicar. Is like generally whatever you go to, unless... So the Ham Radio Club is generally the idea that is, I don't want to talk about church, don't want to talk about being a vicar, don't want to talk about ministry. I want to talk about ham radio, maybe football, perhaps beer. How terrible our wives are. It's not all guys. There is some women who go to the club apparently, but you can imagine it's a generally male-centric space. Actually, someone who inspired me to it is a minister called I can't remember her real name. I will look up her proper name. But I always know her as Ham Chick, and she's actually why can't I remember your name? But she is, that's her handle, she's a ham radio person herself, and she's a minister. And I remembered that she did it as well. So it'd be cool to kind of share some of that hobby perhaps with you as well and let you know about that. But yeah, just as I walk back to the car, I'm just about to arrive back. Record the outdoor walks, a bit late for that now. I've got 15 minutes to get to this appointment, but it's only sort of a 5-10 minute drive away and then a 5-minute walk. So, hey, everything should work out perfectly, shouldn't it? But we're going to have a drive back. So I won't have time to say too many goodbyes. But yeah, I wanted to share that with you, that I am lonely. I'm trying to do something about that. And there is stuff you can do. And if you're feeling like, I don't understand why I'm on my own, or I'm lonely, and why me sort of thing, just know that someone who people consider to be quite outgoing, confident, pleasant person to be around, I imagine, I hope, can still be lonely, can still struggle to make friends. So, yeah, I don't want that to be a downer. I want that to be hopefully an inspiration to a few people, and hopefully kind of also puts me on that position where I'm committing to do something about it myself and working on that myself. I'm making you hold me accountable for it. So, back at the car, beautiful marine drive. This has been good for me anyway, getting out and having this walk. Hopefully, we'll make some comparisons video-wise and do all that kind of stuff with the two cameras and see how they come out. And hopefully this will be a nice little video that I can pop on later tonight. Oh my goodness, I don't have much time to edit this, am I? I've got to do some shopping at Tesco's, but we'll manage it. We'll get there. I've got to do Tesco shop. I've got to meet this guy first. I better go. So look, beautiful place, Marine Drive. Come and have a walk. It is really pleasant. It's a really easy walk as well. Definitely going to be one I think we'll come back to with the prayer group that we have, because it's clearly a straightforward one. So anyway, take care. Take care of yourselves. More importantly, take care of each other. God bless, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.